Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buffaloes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Hoover. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Open space at the 25. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little space.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing it to get the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to take off. Powers through. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Spins away from the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
trying to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they're able to make the tackle. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Colorado 3, TCU 0.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open.
Turning on the Jets. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. So the problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Look out, he's got room. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Looking to pass inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Touchdown, TCU! Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running to Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to throw at Salter. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Atkins. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That's the end of the
period will be a second down.
3.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking for a big play. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
For the offense.
That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And the Horned Frogs get it past the sticks.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Dropping back, it's Hoover. got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll throw it. The quick out. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They want to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So the 16-play drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got a little space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Salter. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Atkins. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
To the wideout. He runs out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score.
TCU 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Hoover. Got it behind the line, it's Barnes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Horned Frogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ezukama. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Salter. That's caught. It's Miller. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
17, TCU 14.
The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Horned Frogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Atkins. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Salter. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
TCU 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. A little screen to the running back. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got the quick completion. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Sets up the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room. It's Welch. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Salter. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. On the move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
TCU 14.
Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Right down the middle. He's got it. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Payne. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Welch. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's McAllister. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Brought in at the 26. 3rd down coming up.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Firing to the right, complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Makes a man miss. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed, and that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The sure hands, it's Miller. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
He's got it on the right. He'll move the chains as he steps out of bounds to stop the clock, but we're also at the 2-minute timeout. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Going up top again. Unloads to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Got it in the middle, it's Atkins. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's a throw downfield late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Salter. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I think the defense is doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Welch. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Creates a little room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to throw on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Touchdown, Colorado! They move on top here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up.